One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to InfoCision Stadium in Akron, Ohio, home of the Zips. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Akron Zips. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Pit lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Akron Zips offense will go on the attack first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
They'll go to the ground. Nice move there. Got the first down and more. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup.
The coaches told us in pregame that they love this back's mixture of speed and power. Listen, he's not the power back all the time, but he's moving so fast that it's hard to get him to the ground.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Rides the back on the option, the give.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Cooler 18. Cooler 18. Rides the back and leaps it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
And the Zips will punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. So Pittsburgh's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. looking for a man. It's Holstein. He's got his man. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Pitt right back to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Off play action on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's strong. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And the Panthers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Johnson. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. The inside handoff. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Holstein. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Hicks. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Panthers want to crank the tempo.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Offside, defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got it on the move. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, looking for a man. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Panthers. The offense cashing it in on that drive. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Zips send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Sticks it in his belly. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
Just a simple power play, power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you, keep them off balance.
And the Panthers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Off play action. Caught near the sticks. It's Strong. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Pitt pushing the pace.
On the play. 1st down for the offense.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment defense.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. After the flag, it's 1st and 5 for the offense. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Pittsburgh.
On 1st down, here comes this offense. Tight end now in motion. Scanning the field, it's Holstein. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give to the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Looking to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. He'll set up to throw. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense, seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Buffalo needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Western New York behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Coastal Carolina. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver going in motion. Going to sling it on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Fletcher. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Zips want to pick up the tempo. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. The short hands. It's Hester. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That penalty cost him a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
He'll field it close to the 50. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
Pittsburgh.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. They'll send the tight end in motion. To the air, it's Holstein. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle, it's Johnson. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Throws to the tight end. It's caught downfield. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Wants to throw on first down. Into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots and they're being aggressive, throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
3:25.
They go to the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Pitt. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the second quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Hester. Fights off a defender. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
The Zips can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pulls and fires complete. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Give to the back. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. And the Zips moving quickly to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They'll keep it on the ground. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter.
Brings up third down.
That's the end of the period, and Pittsburgh has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
The Zips have this offense rolling. Out of the gun, they give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 3rd and long.
Set, ready.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Fletcher. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
221 wing, 221 wing, 414 satellite, 414 satellite.
Motion from the wide receiver. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field.
Will be a turnover on downs. Ready?
Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The quick out. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Line is set on 3rd down. To the air, it's Holstein. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
I got to be honest, guys. I know there are a lot of people out there with this field position that would say punt the football, but based on the success they've had early in this game with 3 touchdowns already, playing with confidence, I think I'd just go for it here.
Pitt will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Touchdown Zips! Stealing a score on special teams.
You're down, you need a play. What a nice job on the big punt return to give a spark. You can hear this home crowd going bananas. They needed a big shot in the arm, and they got it with the punt return.
On to attempt the try. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Wake Forest is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but look at that score. This is a close game. They're up by 4 over James Madison. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Offense at an empty set. To the air, it's Holstein. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And it's nice to be the middle of the field safety. That's my responsibility. I own the middle. You want to come across the middle, I'm going to hit you. If you want to throw it across the middle, I'm going to do a good job breaking on the football. Unbelievable job. You got to have vision on the quarterback. See it, break it, go get it. Give me that INT.
Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Leaves it with the running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. And the Zips racing to the line in the hurry up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out.
Holding. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Quarterback just couldn't quite find the range on the last play. It's third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. They put on the heat and they blocked it. And they got it.
Yeah, and those field goal blocks, when you can get that penetration right up the middle, the quickest point, right to the kicker. You can't go through the center because you can't touch the center with his head down, but a nice job getting some penetration, getting their hands up in the air and getting the block.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
They'll move the wide receiver. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal blocking the back. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Second down coming up. To throw, it's Holstein. Going for the big play. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's third and long from the 45. Wide receiver comes in motion. On third down, he drops to throw. Pressure coming. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Wants to throw again. Throws to the wideout. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Touchdown, Panthers! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. On the ground, it's Hester. Turning it on! They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The Zips will hustle to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
They'll give it to him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the tight end. Hands it off. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to run it. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He'll pull it down. There he goes. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
On the run, it's Hester. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
And the Zips now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Right back to the well, fighting off the defender. And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He fires one deep over the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, that essentially ends up being a punt for the offense. Third down, you're taking a deep shot, and because you were able to make the tackle relatively quickly after the guy picked it off, it's essentially just flipping the field.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive...
Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular, and I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Looking to throw, it's Holstein. He's got his man, and he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
The Panthers can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. It's complete to the right. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Pitt right back to the line. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Johnson.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And the Panthers line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. Grab near the marker. It's Lee. Lots of running room. Touchdown, Panthers. A great catch and run for 6. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Men will have a shakeup in the Mountain West standings this week. Check this out. Air Force just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory. And that's really the standard there in Colorado Springs. They'll enjoy this one all week. A busy day in the Mountain West and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Tight end now in motion. Give to the running back.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. The Zips are in the hurry-up.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Looking to throw on first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where.
Breaks into the open, continues to fight for yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! He shed tackles right and left and housed it. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. 1 snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hester. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. And the Zips with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target.
Turning it on! Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Makes the catch. It's Williams. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
The Zips come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. He'll pull it down and run. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Zips headed quickly to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, it's so hard to keep a rabbit in the cage, that quarterback, right? He's going to scramble around. He's going to make plays, and when he gets outside the pocket, you're just trying to get a hand on him. How about getting a hand on him, forcing the fumble, and recovering it? Great job by the defense continuing to chase that QB.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. It's Johnson. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
That is a nice break for the offense. Man, those are plays that...
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Panthers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Looking to throw on first down. Extending the play. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there so far in Akron. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at InfoCision Stadium.
The Zips will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Get set, get set.
The give to the tailback. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And the Panthers come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. Grabbed in the middle. It's Strong. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Panthers in a good spot here with second and short. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Trying to beat him to the left. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Hand off from the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Flips it out in the flat. On the move is the 30. There he goes. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt. They get the touchdown, and the quarterback has a brand new tattoo to commemorate the moment.
And I don't think the offense coordinator's happy about that either. You don't want to see your quarterback get hit like that. Great job standing in there, though, and delivering the ball, even with the defense all over.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a nonprofit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. You got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, they'll try the middle.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Wants to go up top on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
On the run, it's Curry. Oh, he's got some space. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Zips come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Trying to get it to the marker. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there, and he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Zips want to move quickly. Might be changing the route. Trying play action. With the catch, it's Goodwin. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Zips are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
Pace, 27, jump.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Yeah, and I think on that 3rd down and short call, I honestly think that they thought it was going to be a 4th down situation. Now it's 4th and 2. I think this offense was ready for this opportunity, and I think they're going to go for it right here.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. They give you 4 downs for a reason, and this offense decides to use every one of them.
Hey, if I had a back like that and I had this offensive line, man, I would do it too. I wouldn't even think twice about it. Roll the dice.
Breaks into the open. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. The Zips had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Pocket breaking down. Touchdown, Akron. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Lining up for the PAT. Splits those uprights right in half. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Wake Forest is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but look at that score. This is a close game. They're up by 11 over James Madison. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Caught near the sticks. It's Holstein. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty.
Ready, set. 29 Philly.
They'll leave it with him. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Ooh, and I love the running back here running into the blitz. He saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
And the Panthers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Holstein. Pulls it in, it's Goff. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Tries to get it on the ground. Turning it on. The 10. Touchdown, Panthers. He got a step and just dusted the field.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And right down the middle. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with that thrilling 46-yard run to pay dirt. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Nice catch along the sidelines, but they get nothing out of it. And the Zips come to the line in the hurry-up.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Off the play fake on first down. Here's a heat. Quarterback floating away from pressure.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
The Zips have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The give on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. He's looking downfield to throw. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
And the Zips will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll move the tight end to the ground with the back. And he's almost to that 1st down marker. They're saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. And the Panthers are facing 3rd and inches. Tight end now in motion. Back to throw, it's Holstein. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the big fella. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the middle. Finds his man. It's Fletcher. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
The Zips will snap it on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the 3rd period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Motion from the wide receiver. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Akron.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. They'll run play action. Finds his man. It's Fletcher. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
They'll try the run. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Now the play fake. He's going for it all. He's got it for a big play. He just brought some serious energy making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Quickly complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 1st and goal, let's see what Pitt does here. Quarterback sneak, trying to get a push.
Well, they try to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted, like it always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get just 1 inch. Somehow you've got to come up and do it. But the defense there, David, they bowed up and stopped them.
Did a great job. Listen, everybody knows what's coming. You know it's a quarterback sneak. It's still hard as heck to stop, but nice job by the defensive lineman. Get off the football. Don't allow them to go backwards. Don't push you backwards at all. And then what do you see with linebackers a lot of times? They're come flying in there, making the stop. But a nice stop by this defense, expecting the quarterback sneak.
Give to the fullback. They shut him down immediately. They tried to pop the fullback loose, and no running room there.
Man, that hurts because 2nd down, you got everything in front of you, the whole playbook open. Now you get a lost yardage play. Now it's 3rd down. Now it puts those feet to the fire a little bit more. Now you better come up with something you really love in this area of the field.
As they come to the line on third down, already 2 for 2 on this drive, going for the hat trick and the score. Buying some time. Touchdown, Panthers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Lining up to add another. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Eastern Michigan is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 34 to Ohio State. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
So now it's 2nd and long. Takes a handoff. It's Curry. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Dyer. Tight end finds a soft spot. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Hard running there. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
And the Zips are on the move. The give is to Williams. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here.
And oftentimes running backs love draw plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff, until the very last possible second. So the D-line's rushed way upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
The Zips are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1.
Big moment here for the defense. Can you come up with one more stop? You've got the lead. It's 4th and short. You're kind of in no man's land, so you're expecting them to go for it. If you can get off the field right here, you can win this game.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Leaves it with the back.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Dyer. The throw. That's caught. It's Fletcher. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. Had to get rid of it quickly. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Looking for a crease. It's Curry. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Here comes the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. The play action fake. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long. Early, or late up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.